Hello, this is Alan Yee with Academy Mortgage here in Honolulu, Hawaii. And today we're gonna go over investment. Woo! Making money. Usually that's the most fun part, what everybody wants to do, right? So, what I'm gonna go over is very basic and like investment light. Okay, so what I'm gonna give you is um, just a way to calculate your rate of return. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to identify how we're going to use this property, okay, this investment property, or what do we want to accomplish with this investment property. Okay, so usually there's about three things, and that's going to be a long-term strategy, which is like, hey, you know what, I'm going to hold this forever, and I'm just going to collect rental income. Okay, the second is like what I call equity. Okay, where you're going to just buy it and usually flip it, usually quickly. I mean, that's not necessarily the case all the time, but that's where I see it the most. Okay, it's usually with home flippers. And then the last one is the combination of the both. Okay, so the first two are pretty easy, right? Because I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna hold it for a long term. Here's my mortgage payment if you bought it on a mortgage, and this is what I'm collecting for rent. Okay, and then you would just divide, whatever that number is. You divide that by the mortgage payment, the total mortgage payment. Okay, so not just when I talk about the mortgage payment, I mean the total mortgage payment. Okay, so that's your principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and any kind of association or maintenance dues. Okay, because that's cost, right? Um, and then that's how you get your rate of return. Yeah, real quick. And even with the second one too, is this exactly the same. Okay, so like I said before, I do see it a lot with home flippers, because they're taking a super undervalued property, building it up to what it should be, or actually more than what it should be to command the best price, and usually they sell it. So usually that usually works within that. Yeah, so it's still the same as the first one. Yeah, so it's just how much you bought it for, what you spent on it, and minus your what you sold it for, divided by that total cost again. Yeah. The last one is a little bit more difficult because we're dealing with both of those scenarios at the same time, right? So you're looking at how much you're making off of the rent, right? If you have a mortgage now. If you don't, then it's the full rent. That's profit, right? But usually when you're looking at the difference between what the payment is and what you're collecting for rent, plus what the projected home value could be, whatever time length that you have. Okay, so that one is a little bit more difficult. So you have to kind of look at it as you're holding a bond, right? So, and bonds are the same way too, kind of. Okay, so bonds usually you're collecting payments, and then basically what you sold it for, your costs, and all this other stuff. So it's easier to do a bond, but kind of think of it in that fashion that, hey, you're making money off of the payments, plus plus the sale of the asset. Okay, so that's kind of it when you're looking at investing. I mean, it's not super hard, right? And you want to make numbers. I mean, you want numbers that actually make sense for you. Okay, because if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make dollars at the end of the day, right? So that's just it. And when you're ready to thrive and not just survive, give me a call, 808-205-1587, 808-205-1587. Thank you. Have a great day. Goodbye.